I'm that same old body with the steez. In a baked outfit, got a shark on the hood of my top and an ape on my tee. Been a minute since I linked with the bro, said link up soon, let's talk over tea. These days it's all about flex and talk, but bro, I'm trying to make this pee. I got a text from the bro in Cali telling me sit tight, gotta make me a beat. In a guy for the stylish babe on a stylish date, trying to make me a treat. She tryna talk about rovers, it's over, I'm tryna bag this dream. 2 sets, let me take this call, gotta ski real soon, tryna pattern this G. It's been OT nights, bit far from the den, tryna get big checks and the cash flow speed. A couple boys on the block, man, I've been lapping on locals and socials, man's looking all hot. Tell the youth just stay off the violence and make peace, don't worry about. I'm just keeping it real, man, you know my dough, trust me, big words to my pops. In the yard at the ends with the broski, man, you know me, I'm taking. Don't talk like you know my thing when you're around my. I send you to the shops. My bro just came uptown with the latest trends and a few odd cops. In a vintage whip, just gliding, stay sliding in a coupe drop top. Hey, baby girl, I got Tino Tetley. Wait, tell me why you never come check me. You tell me that I'm way too spendy. Wait, babes, I'm just too flexy. I got eyes on my chest, that's Fendi. Step to a high class, and I'm still in a tech fleece. My bro got a coupe, that's a Bentley.
This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Here's Wade. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. McDaniels with a steal. Takes a three. Rebound, Toronto. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Mobley. Here's Wade. 5 on the clock. Offline with a three. Inside. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, go ahead, big fella. Throw it down. Mobley showing off that incredible bounce.
Here's Billups. To the wing, right side. Towns looking for an opening. Hits the jump hook.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Pass to Mobley. Tipped. Here's Billups. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. Now Philadelphia with it. Here's Wade. Uncovered. That one off the back iron and out.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Randall outside. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
Toronto trailing. Randall with it. Now Murray. Towns down low. Over Embiid. Pass to Randall. And that one comes up a bit short. So it's Philadelphia now. Now Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. The coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Back to Butler. Pass to Randall. Butler with the ball. Mobley grabs the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Raptors trail by 4. Here's Towns. Right side, Butler. No luck on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Wade. Three-pointer. Phillips with a rebound.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yes, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. The 76ers making a switch here.
Number 12.
The Sixers leading. Here's Wade.
Raptors foul. Chauncey Billups. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wade. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And it's Butler with the ball for Toronto. Trailing by 2. High post Towns. He has 6. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. Towns has got 9. Here's Wade. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seems confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Billups. Unable to get that one. Now Philadelphia with it. Pass to Vassell. Screen by Embiid. Vassell, he's open. Again, Philadelphia.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Up top, Randall. Murray inside. Still no points. And he gets it to go.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
Here's Wade.
Who's watching it?
Randall pulls down the board.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Pass to Murray. Here's Billups. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Baseline try. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Murray scanning the floor. Good D by Mobley. 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Now Mobley. Back to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact and he'll head to the line.
Yeah, it's such a simple yet effective move. Embiid executing the pump fake.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And Embiid drops them both. An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Back to Reed. Pass to Jones. Now here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles, getting aggressive and jamming it in.
Here's Wade. The rebound by Turner.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Jones. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Here's Wade. He's got 6. Floats one up. Another miss. That makes him 3 for 10 so far. Here's Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Devin Vassell. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Jones hits them both. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. 76ers trail by 3. Russell deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And wow, I mean, Gobert had them fooled. The pump fake puts the defender totally off balance.
And that one falls for Gobert.
At the line for 2.
And so Gobert nails both of them. Here's Caruso. Yet to see a basket. Jones from outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Raptors. His finger.
20.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Reed, good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Wade. Shoots over Caruso. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Jones misses. 76ers trail by 4. McDaniels from long range. And the three-pointer goes. McDaniels got 5.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And here's Reed. Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Brooks. Back to Turner. That shot off. Excellent D there from Embiid. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the middle. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here comes the break. Oh, it's stolen. Mobley with it. Checked by Brooks. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Raptors with a lead. Outside Reed. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. There's the three. It's rebounded by Wade. And so here is Philadelphia. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Embiid. From downtown. Rebound Toronto. Now here's Jones. And here's Turner. Here's Reed. Covered by Mobley. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Wade. Tries to break his ice. And that one is hammered home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Turner. Cash money from 16 feet away. Turner's got 6.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. 76ers substitution. Number 12.
Brooks with it. No points so far. Outside Reed. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Jones from outside. Nails it from 3.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Knocks it loose. Wade drives in. And now the Raptors on the break. Caruso with the bucket.
Oh, it takes real skill. For Caruso to get in and around that contact, that's tough.
76ers trail by 4. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Embiid. Vassell outside. The fader. Embiid can't hit. Raptors lead by 4. Here's Turner. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. Outside Jones. Back to Turner. Pass to Reed. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender. Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. '76ers trail by 4. Here's Wade. He's got 10. Back to Washington. Oh, yes! Whoa. Throw it down! Oh! And a two-handed jam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's Butler. No made baskets yet. Pass to Towns. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And this is a pretty even game right now in Toronto. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Now well into his 30s, is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Now here's Randall. Nails the baby hook. And now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Vassell outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Randall on the screen. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Billups. A clear look for Murray. Mobley grabs the board. And they're pushing it up. Here's Vassell. The offensive rebound. On the wing, Vassell. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Towns down low. Mobley with the block.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes on the defensive end.
And again, Toronto no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Mobley on a screen. Vassell can't get it to go. The Raptors with a lead. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Billups. Still without a bucket. Now Butler. Randall draws the double. They kick it out to Murray. 4 on the clock. Counted from distance. And the Raptors lead by 5.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pulls up, high post. Vassell can't get it to go.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Well, Graham, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
76ers trail by 7. Here's Harper. Pass to Vassell. Now here's Avdia. Back to Vassell. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3. Vassell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They use every bit of the shot clock. Good thing Vassell was ready to go.
Murray from outside. Hits the 3-pointer.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Vassell. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Toronto. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Out to the right wing. Here's Billups. Here's Towns. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Billups. And the layup falls. Billups has got 5 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
They get the rebound. Randall with a steal. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. And here's Randall. Outside Murray. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
Here's Wade. "19-footer. The shot no good. Raptors lead by 12. Towns left side. Outside for Butler. Pass to Randall. Towns with the ball. Covered by Mobley. The shot by Towns, no good. 76ers trail by 12. McDaniels from long range. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Can't afford to leave the ground if you're the defense, and that's when Towns can really hurt you.
He's made all of his free throws to this point, 3 of 3. And so he makes both from the line.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Embiid. It's picked off. From 8 feet. And again, Toronto, no good.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The 76ers making a switch here. Raptors on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Embiid. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Embiid's got 8.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Caruso. Outside Reed. Jones feels it out. Clock at 6. From the elbow. Reed can't hit.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Now here's Caruso. Outside Jones. Outside Reed. Lets it go. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trail by 10. And Mobley throws it down.
Making himself available. A little hustle and good positioning makes Mobley the option on the fast break.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And it's Jones with the ball for Toronto. They've led by as many as 14. Right side Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Russell from outside. That shot no good. Toronto leading by 10. Pass to Turner. The three is up. Drills it from deep. Turner's got 9 points.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
Outside Russell. Down low. Here's Vassell. Pass to Embiid. Reed with the rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Back to Caruso. And here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Russell to halt the run. No good. Raptors lead by 15. Now here's Turner. He's got 9. Here's Reed. On the wing, Brooks. To the middle. A slam dunk by Reed.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Embiid. Give him 8. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. Embiid's gotten 4 this quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Pass to Reed. Back to Caruso. On the wing, Brooks. From outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Toronto leading by 12. Caruso outside. To the left wing. A good look from Turner. Washington grabs the miss. Now Philadelphia with it. Embiid doing it all himself.
The big man out ahead. Embiid, I see you showing those wheels.
Pass to Turner. Right side Reed. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Russell. To the inside. Back to Vassell. Inside. Fade away. Embiid can't hit. Here's Toronto with the ball. It's a 10-point game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That'll be a second foul of the game. The 76ers making a switch here. Caruso with it. Jones from outside. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here we go. The Sixers on the break.
Credit to Vassell for staying active.
Toronto leading by 8. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on him. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
5 to shoot. Turner for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. And pushing it up the floor. Philadelphia. The Sixers again in transition. Here's Jones. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Wade. Outside McDaniels. And stolen by Jones. He's all alone. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Here's Wade. He's got 14. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. With the fadeaway. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Embiid's got 14 points.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning a title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. '76ers trail by 10. Now Russell. He's scoreless. Washington left side. Randall with a steal. Here's Butler. The gritty finish from Butler there.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. .27 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. No luck on that one. Raptors lead by 12. Randall with the drive. Towns for 3. Knocks down the long K. Towns has got 8 points here in the quarter.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Toronto. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. Back after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's Philadelphia now, down by 15. Outside Russell. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Russell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, that's a silky three-point shot from Russell. He can be consistent from out there.
To the paint. Murray. Pass to Towns. Outside Butler. Back to Towns. Tries yet again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Ooh, the crafty lefty. Russell smart around that hoop.
Raptors lead by 11. Randall outside. Pass to Billups. Back to Randall. Outside Butler. Here's Murray. Washington grabs the miss.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Outside for Russell. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Knocks down the triple.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Toronto leading by 10. Here's Billups. Out to the right wing. Towns outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Harper. Back to Wade. Here's the teardrop. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
We need defense right now. New York, start, side, move.
Over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Despite the lead, coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Toronto leading by 7. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's great. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
And here's Vassell. From the arc. Wade misses.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
Pass to Wade. Back to Vassell. Shoots it from the high post. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 13-5 run. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Toronto. Now Towns. And here's Butler outside. Oh, Butler with the confidence from the perimeter.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Here's Wade. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Towns. With the teardrop. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Here's Wade. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second team foul.
First one falls for him. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Both good from the line that time. Here's Caruso. Reed sets a screen. That's tipped. Here's Wade. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wade's got 7 points for the quarter.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Outside Reed. Here's Wade. All alone. Embiid inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's Caruso. Pass to Turner. Brooks outside. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Brooks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 76ers trail by 9. Vassell outside. Here's Wade. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Turner.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Outside Jones. Outside Reed. Caruso outside. Shoots over Vassell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And now an 11-point Toronto lead.
Caruso is a utility man, a two-way player. Every team wants and needs a player like Alex Caruso.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Let's see what you got.
Raptors lead by 9. Here's Billups. Pass to Murray. Towns on a screen. Murray inside. Got it. And the Raptors lead by 11.
So much passion from Murray on that play. I mean, he comes up against solid defense, but he just wants it more.
Here's Wade. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He misses the free throw.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
And he's good on the second. Here's Billups. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Mobley grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Philadelphia foul. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Randall. Clock at 6. Towns outside. From behind the arc. Second shot opportunity. Mobley with the block. And they get it back. The shot by Towns, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. Looks colder than cold. But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Here's Wade. Pass to Embiid. Here's the 3. Oh, wow. Embiid from the parking lot.
The guy you want to have the ball. Embiid, this man is a superstar.
Randall on the screen. On the wing, Murray. Now Towns. Just 3 to shoot. Over Embiid. The ball's knocked loose.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Wade, that's good.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
51 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Randall. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. Yes!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Screen by Embiid. Here's Wade.
And look at that reach. I mean, Towns just saying no.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line for your
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Second chance shot. Goes up again. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for the 76ers.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Here's Murray. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Here's Wade. Three-pointer, no good. So the Raptors win it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
You belong in the sewer, somebody should flush you. Might seem comfortable until the medics gotta rush you. Blocks I had to cut through there, it get hazardous. That an all-time high, that ain't the half of it. Trying to add it up in my head, but ain't no math with it. Get next to try to grab a pic, now they on some rap, but it's nasty, I ain't asked for this. I was just authentic with it, 95 South and a sprinter with it. Try to get next to you, usually if they could benefit it. Passionate dog, I need my kids to feel it. That's why I'm up early. Kids that get you stuck early. A long way from when that used to lose, and then I found out how they hate a winner. Come out them, they pay for dinner. Word.
Welcome back to NBA 2K TV. It's playoff season, my favorite season.
And that means NBA 2K25 is packed with playoff goodies.
And you don't want to miss what my team is serving up. Take a look.
Postseason energy has arrived in the Playoff Spotlight Sim in My Team. Head to the challenge menu for a huge opportunity to collect a star player card from every postseason team, including 16 Pink Diamond player cards available now in Round 1.
Play 3 quick games against each playoff team to collect rewards. It's simple. 1 clutch time win, 1 in triple threat, and 1 in full lineup, and you'll be pulling in a new member of your My Team.
You'll take those player cards with you to complete future challenges along the way. The reward level grows as each playoff round progresses.
Yep, and as teams make their run to the championship, you'll earn Galaxy Opals, Dark Matters, 100 overalls, and after the NBA Finals, a new Invincible rated player card to lead your lineup.
Oh, so much fun. And remember to check out My Team Mobile to complete the challenges there and get rewards while you're on the go throughout the playoffs.
Become a champion, collect amazing star player cards, and be the best in My Team.
The spotlight is on you, 2K community. Here are your top plays of the week. Let's throw down in Old Town with K-Ran 1. Sets a bone-rattling screen and rim runs for the off-backboard jam. K screened, K ran, K slammed. And then K laughed. Having fun in the Old Town Park for sure. Pro hopping over to the wreck with Deuce. Sprints back on D to reject the Wemby build layup. Then paces through the paint for a putback punch. Running hard, making plays. And not just that, making top plays. From paint patroller to posterizer. Badge up, friends. Which play impressed you the most? Vote now for your 2K TV top play of the week. And remember to send your best plays with your gamer tag over social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Gotta go. I'm throwing a pool party for the team and Slamson needs floaties. Hope I can find them in purple. See ya.
Earlier in the season, Team 2KTV jumped into My NBA eras to take on the Curry era.
From the draft to the final, it's been a fun season.
Definitely, and today, we find out who takes the championship title. You don't want to miss this. Take a look.
Who do you got?
Not you. We're back with My NBA Steph Curry era. The Spurs are now in the NBA Finals with Danny's Miami Heat. Danny, what are your thoughts on the game today?
I put together a roster with one goal in mind, and that would be meeting Brian, who would be constantly driving to the rim. So I've got DeAndre Jordan and Hassan Whiteside as my front court, and their only job is to deny the rim.
Danny has a great team. I've got a great team. I'm ready to play this one-game NBA Finals for the winner take all.
It all comes down to this one game.
I will say this about Danny. He's been practicing at every mode in NBA 2K25. So my money's on Danny today.
I think we're all rooting for Danny.
I do feel like Danny's going to lock down on defense, but I am concerned about his offense.
I think Rodney just doesn't like that Goran Dragic is your number one option.
It's not a bad point.
You guys remember Derek Favors from the Western Conference Finals, right?
That's true. He played well for you. Big dunk there.
It was a mistake to take out the defenders for a little bit and give him a rest. He scored 3 straight times inside. That was a lapse.
Stagger those centers.
Yeah, one at a time. That's a good idea, Blake.
This is his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet.
This has been a close game.
Go right past you.
Oh, wow, over Kawhi, okay.
Patient move. Instead of going right away, he waited for Brian to react.
We can't do that, gotta slide on the...
At guard, 6'5", number 0, Kobe White.
Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One, rock on. Number 1.
everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce.